welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Okwayemi. If you're a returnee, welcome back. You already know how we do it here. Welcome. So it's the start of a new year, right? It's January, and January is known for New Year resolutions, new ideas, trying out new hustles, new just whatever. And I thought to put together a list of side hustles that you, my viewers and subscribers, can do to help you pay down some debts, to help you live a more comfortable life, to take that trip that you've always wanted to take, to buy those things that you've always wanted to buy, and live a more financially free life. So if this sounds exciting, keep on watching. So the first thing I want to talk about is food delivery or grocery delivery. So because we're now all working from home because of the pandemic, right? More people at home, more people are spending time at home. So going to the grocery store or driving to a restaurant has actually now become more of a burden as opposed to how it was before, where you could drive after lunch or during lunch to go grab grocery, or after work to go grab grocery. But now it's like you're literally at home, and having to get up to go out has become such a burden. Helping folks like this, lazy people like us, to get food, right? And then we pay you for it. So yeah, we're paying you for going to the grocery store. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, you can actually work with companies like Instacart. Instacart is one that I use a lot to actually get my groceries. And I have a toddler, so I'm always in need of something, and I work from home, so having to go to the grocery store is not something that I look forward to like that anymore. So something instant and quickly, and Instacart is a great one, right? Within 2 hours or even sometimes an hour that I place an order for food, for groceries, for items, I literally get the order delivered at my doorstep. So you're going to go to the store for folks, they're going to tell you what they want, and then you go to the store, you get it, and then deliver it at their doorstep. And of course a charge, and sometimes you can also request for tips if you're willing to give. So Instacart is one company that you can look up if you're interested in this. DoorDash as well, and Uber Eats, they're starting to get into grocery delivery as well, and not just grocery, even food launch at restaurants. You can also just help deliver. Grubhub is another one that you can work with. And there's one more thing that I feel is missing, right? In my local area here, maybe the same with your local area as well, I don't see a lot of African stores or Spanish or international food, international grocery stores on many of these apps. So it might actually be a good idea for you to actually start something, maybe an African food kind of delivery, or a Spanish food kind of delivery, or Caribbean food kind of delivery, so that the African folks in your area can also be able to order some of the African food or international food with you delivering at their doorsteps, basically, without having to drive over to the African store. That's something that I definitely would love to have in my local area, if someone could actually deliver African food for me without me having to drive to the African store once in a while to go grab food. Basically, you get the memo. But yeah, food delivery, grocery delivery is a great side hustle to do in 2022, and you can be sure to make money because everyone is always ordering food. Everyone wants to eat. Food is a necessity for us as humans, and I can guarantee you that you're definitely going to make money from it. Tip number 2, are you good at tutoring, teaching? Are you specialized in one or two things, and you feel like you've got the capacity or you've got the ability to teach? Online tutoring is another way to make money in 2022 without even leaving your home. You could be in the comfort of your home and be making money. So if you know how to tutor math, you know how to teach, courses, how to help prep for the SAT, the LSAT, the MCAT, many of these professional exams. How to teach, I for one, I do teach Scrum Master project management courses. So whatever, if you're great at something and you feel like this will be beneficial to folks, you can do it while also making money from it. But just let the passion for teaching be way more than the money that you want to make. The passion for actually impacting people, because personally I feel like that works for me more than trying to look for money. I was trying to say I'm raising money, because with tutoring comes a lot of work. You've got to grade, you've got to put your materials together, and if you're not totally passionate about it, it might be too much work for you when you think about the time commitment and resources required to actually put a program or a course together. So that would be another great one for you to try. If you're great at something, try tutoring, try going on Craigslist and posting, try, using your social media, Facebook, Instagram, the people around you, your LinkedIn, whatever. You can actually put out a course, put out a flyer, share a link for people to register, put your price on it, put your resources together, come up with your resources and all of that stuff. And if you commit to it and you're really great at what you do, then there's a high probability that 2022 might be your year to tutor. Tip number 3 is to get into flipping vehicles, flipping cars. So you can go to a junkyard, you can go to the auction and get a car. Maybe, for example, you could get a car of like $1,000, like an accident car, or just a car that needs repair for like, like lesser amount than you would sell it for. Maybe you can get it fixed for like what, $2,000, and then you could end up selling it for like $4,000 and making $1,000 off of that. So that's a great way to also, kind of like turn around something quickly and make money off of it. So if you love cars, if you love people, if you're good with marketing, then this is definitely a great way for you to get started. And when you're eventually ready to sell the car, social media is a great tool to market yourself, your circle, your WhatsApp statuses, your Instagram stories, whatever. Just make sure that you're out there. You got to sell yourself, right? You got to sell yourself, because no one is going to tell you that you are if you don't say that you are. You got to push yourself out there. It might look like you're doing too much. I have people who tell me that, oh, you post, you hype a little too much. And I'm like, let me hype, right? As long as I'm getting my clients, I'm getting my customers, and I'm impacting lives, then that's what really matters. Because in the end, you're not gonna pay my bills for me, right? If you don't give me money, like, you can give me a headache, right? And you can make me feel less of myself. So promote yourself, push yourself out, but be very, very honest, right? Don't say what you cannot do. Don't overpackage, but a little bit of packaging, just like branding and all of that stuff is great. But just make sure that you don't do it too much, that you cannot deliver what you claim that you can deliver. We don't want that. Next tip is to rent out your home or your room. Do you have a home or you have an apartment, maybe like a 2-bedroom apartment, or you've got a home and you've got a basement that you're not using for anything, right? A great way to actually make money in 2022 is to rent out your home for an Airbnb, to rent it out on a lease. So if you have a home, let's say you have a basement, you can put it out for $900, fix it, put some kitchen in there. Or you can also share kitchen with your tenant if you don't mind. Or if you have an apartment that you're willing to also rent out one of the rooms to another person. That's actually a great way for you to, make money in 2022 while sleeping. You don't got to do nothing, right? You just have someone in the house who's paying your rent, and you're making money off of that. The next tip is that you can actually, did you know that you can rent out your car to make money? Yes. As I mentioned earlier, many people work from home these days, right? And we don't really drive our cars. I can count how many times I drive my car, maybe just to drop my daughter off at daycare and then go to church. That's pretty much it. For like from Monday to Saturday, I might not even have to step out of the house, right, for anything else aside maybe dropping my daughter off. That's it. Before she started going to daycare, I wasn't even going out. So a great way to actually make money is to rent out your car. There are a lot of websites that I'm going to link where you can actually advertise, where you can actually post your car for rental. So let's say for a weekend, someone can come over to rent out your car. Maybe they drive it in New York. If you don't mind mileage, if that's not your problem, if mileage is not an issue, then that's definitely a great prospect. When it comes to making money, you can rent out your car for like $400 and make money from just one weekend. And then if you could do that for like 2-3 weekends, you've got about what, $1,600, extra aside what you're making from your job or your regular income. And you can use that money to pay down debts. You can use it to furnish your home. You can save towards travel. I love travel, right? I love travel. And I know that travel can be expensive. Not everyone can afford it. But just doing this little, side hustles can actually give you the life that you dream of if your regular income cannot afford you that life. My next tip is to start a subscription business. So how we've got Self-Care Sunday, where everyone, because of the pandemic now, everyone being at home, everyone has kind of prioritized, or many people have prioritized self-care, health care, skincare, whatever. So you can actually have a subscription business, right, where you help people shop for their skincare. So a lot of us kind of stick to one skincare routine, right? If it's working, we stick to products. So you kind of know when it's time to restock. Your clients will let you know if I'm getting like products worth 6 months of use. So when it's time for me to actually renew again, you automatically just do all of that shopping for me. I don't have to go through different sites or go to my local, beauty shops to go look for items. You can actually be the one, right, to do my shoppings for me. Now imagine if you had 10 clients, right, and each of the client, 10 clients in a month who want to renew, right? That's actually a lot of money. Let's say you're making what, $200, $200 from each client, right? And you've got 10 clients. That's an additional $2,000, and it is working because a lot of people are actually, getting into self-care. Or it could even be for hair. It could be products for hair. If you're really good at some of these products, you can start to shop, put them together, shop for people, get paid, and then have their products delivered to them without even seeing these folks or without even touching or seeing any other products, right? Which brings me to my next point, right, which is similar as well, but in this case it's actually called drop shipping. I'm sure a lot of people watching this video might have heard about drop shipping. So basically, drop shipping is shopping for people, right, without even going to a store or even seeing a tangible product, right? So you go to, somebody you have, I don't know, you post maybe on Amazon or you post on eBay or you use your social media or whatever to advertise a product. You don't have that product in hand, right? But you do know where that product is sold. So if someone pays for that product through you, maybe you add it and then you get it from the actual store where you saw it, right? It could be an additional $20 that you put on your product, right? And because people don't have time to be going through different websites searching for products, they come to you and then you help them order their products and then you deliver it to them without even seeing the products at all. Isn't that like amazing? And if you get, depending on the orders that you get, I've heard people making a lot of money from this thing. So if you love shopping, if you've got time to sit, at home in your PJs, like just doing shopping and all of these things, then this might be a great way for you to get started. You can get started with eBay. You can start with all of this Shopify, all of this different like shopping apps or shopping websites where you can shop for people. It could be that yours is that you shop for hair, you place orders for hair without even seeing the hair, as long as you have like a trusted client. Before I really get fully into it, I would want to test my customers first. I want to test the client that I'm getting it from first, maybe kind of like place an order for something just to be sure that I'm giving my customers, in the end, like a good service and good product as well. So yeah, you can start with $0 to actually do drop shipping. Alrighty, I hope that you really enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please comment in the description bar below. All you ghost watchers, you watch but you don't comment, please comment and like. So the way YouTube works, right, the way the algorithm works is that when there's a lot of interaction, when people are liking and commenting, right, YouTube would push out, when I mean push out, promote my videos so that other people, can watch, right? So that I can get more viewers and more subscribers. And if you watch me, if you're consistent, then I'm sure that you're looking forward to my growth right here on YouTube. So please do make sure that when you watch that you like and that you drop a comment as well. It doesn't have to be anything, but it could just be an emoji, right, that you drop, and I'll surely appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.